It's open season on the T-Bar at Breck and Montezuma Bowl at a-basin. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News. First, a Minnesota man died snowmobiling in the backcountry near Steamboat Springs yesterday. The Steamboat pilot reports a 32-year-old was riding on steep slopes on Buffalo Pass when he flipped. His sled landed on top of him, and attempts at CPR were unsuccessful. The coroner was on site to confirm the man died from trauma. It's official. Tuesday this week was the coldest day of the year in Colorado, with a new record low of negative 44 degrees at Antero Reservoir in Park County. That low is confirmed by the National Weather Service, beating the previous lows in the upper negative 20s from late January. Meanwhile, down under in Australia, temperatures hit 105.6 degrees Tuesday, a new all-time high, nearly 1 degree hotter than the previous record. It was so hot, a man near Perth cooked a pork roast in his car and has the photos to prove it. Vail Resorts has a lofty goal of zero net emissions and waste by 2030, spending $2.4 million company-wide last year alone on energy-efficient snowmaking and lighting. At Breck and Keystone, food and beverage composted 130 tons of food waste, and that's just the start.
The third part of our goals actually is minimizing the impact and netting out to zero impact on our forests and habitat.
That was Brad Stewart, the company's local manager for environmental compliance and sustainability. It's a loaded title, covering everything from recycling to forest health.
When we do a project that requires us to do some disturbance to the forest, we aggregate the amount of disturbance across the company, and then we work to do projects to offset acre for acre the amount of disturbance.
What about that newly approved chairlift on Peak 7 at Breck, where the lower terminal is close to wetlands?
With those lift lines, there's going to be some trees cut, and again, that kind of goes into that disturbance acreage that will be replaced once it's aggregated with other company projects.
Does Stewart think zero net by 2030 is reasonable for a company worth hundreds of millions with dozens of properties?
If you're not setting big goals, then you're not going to get where you want to go.
At Arapahoe Basin, the goal is even more aggressive, zero net impact by 2025. Copper and parent company Powder Corp are committed to reducing carbon footprint by 50% over the next decade. Avalanche danger is moderate today in the Summit Eagle County zone after sun and settling yesterday. Your problem is persistent slab on northwest through southeast aspects at all elevations. In roadwork news, CDOT is finished with all scheduled rockfall mitigation on the I-70 corridor east of Summit. Work near Idaho Springs yesterday took longer than expected. Westbound lanes did not reopen until after 2 p.m. In sports, the Avalanche beat the Blackhawks last night 4-1. The Nuggets beat the Magic 113-104. Tonight, the Avs play the Hurricanes at 7. And in local sports, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Weiss Agency, Tigers hockey lost to Battle Mountain and Edwards last night 4-1. Girls basketball also lost to West Grand 51-47. All Preps teams are off tonight, back tomorrow for wrestling and basketball. First race of the Up and Atom Nordic Series at Frisco Nordic Center was yesterday morning on a skate ski course, where Taylor McCreary took first overall, Jill Seeger was second, and Chad Sigler was third as top men's finisher. Next race in that series is after the new year, January 8th, and the Breckenridge Vipers are back tomorrow, Friday, for Pikes Peak at home. Game time is 7:45 at Stephen C. West Ice Arena in Breck. Get tickets at the door or online at breckvipers.com. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News.